Hi everyone, my name's Anjali and welcome today to our WOCY Family Breaks with preschoolers where we are celebrating World Oceans Day. This is the day where we are going to get the help of some little friends that you might be familiar with, you might have seen, as they are going to talk to us and share with us how we can look after the oceans, because if we look after the oceans will look after us. Right, now let's get going then. Let's put on our binoculars as let's find out something that we all know about the oceans. Now, everybody knows that we need to drink water in order to live. So let's go and find some ocean water with the waves that you can see in the oceans, the waves that flow backwards and forwards on the beach. Oh, this is a great wake up for our backs, by the way. I love doing these waves, thinking about being like the oceans. Now, we all know that we need water to drink, but sea animals need clean water to live in. So if you go to the beach, just remember to leave your footprints behind. Now, maybe you're trying to walk with heavy feet in the sand, but actually, if you're walking in the sand, you wouldn't be able to hear your footsteps at all. So just let's tiptoe with our legs, make your tummy strong. I can feel my legs getting very, very strong. See if I can have a straight back to have a super strong back as well. Wow, so we leave only footprints in the sand, and we make sure, let's have a look at our first picture. Oh, here we go. So that's our first picture with lots and lots of friends telling us about the water. And then we've got our second picture that reminds us to only leave our fin prints. That's funny. They mean footprints in the sand. And that means that we should take home all of our rubbish, all of our litter and put it in the bin or take it home rather than leaving it on the beach, because either the rubbish will go into the sea and some of the animals might think it's food and that will hurt them, or the litter will stay on the beach and it doesn't look very nice, but also the animals on the beach might eat them too. That wouldn't be good for them either. Good job. Oh, I loved your litter picking. Okay, now let's see. What about in the water? Let's keep our animal friends like dolphins with a lovely super big fin. Wow, can you do a big stretch and make your shoulders strong, your chest strong, your arms strong? Good job. So we've got dolphins with fins, we've got sharks, we've got whales. We want to keep all of those safe as well as the fishes as well. So shall we do that fish face? Pretend we're swimming through the oceans. That's amazing. Now, to keep them safe, we should not use all the water that's in the oceans and use, oh, you know what we shouldn't use? We shouldn't use plastic bottles and throw those into the oceans. Instead, oh, look, here we go. We're keeping the animals safe. Instead, we should make sure that we use our own water bottles and we refill them. So if you've got your own water bottle, you can take a big sip out of it, like you're sipping up through a straw. Oh, here we go. And we've got our friends, the Reef Rangers, to show us about using reusable water bottles and bags. So here we go. All helps keep all of the animal life at sea really nice and safe. Okay, now the other animals, they're not animals. The other things that we need to keep safe in the oceans are the plants. So let's have a dangle of our arms down into the oceans, because the plants live quite close to the top of the water so that they can get the sunlight to grow. But we need those plants in the ocean to grow to give us the air we breathe, the oxygen. Oh, here we go. Let's take a big breath. Thank you to the plants in the ocean. Let's take another big breath. Well done. Thank you, all of you. Now, the last thing that I think we should think about doing in our homes is to turn the heating down, maybe turn the air conditioning down so it's not as cool or not as hot in our houses. Because when we make hot air in our houses, it travels. Let's see it traveling. It's traveling all the way up to the North Pole, to the Arctic, to the South Pole, to the Antarctic, and it is melting the icebergs and the ice, which means that some of the homes for the polar bears and the other animals that live there are disappearing. And we want to make sure there's food and there's places for all these animals to live. Now, do you think you could walk like a polar bear? He's got a really big wobbly bottom. So let's walk around like a polar bear as we think about all those amazing things that we need to do to help look after the oceans so they look after us. So what have we got here? We need to remember to reuse water bottles and shopping bags. We need to make sure we remember to take our rubbish home. We need to make sure that we drink nice, healthy, clean water. So let's make sure we look after the water. Don't throw things into it. We need to keep the sea animals nice and safe, and we need to make sure that we help all the plants to grow in the oceans so we can take those really lovely big breaths. So we've come to the end of our class about World Oceans Day today. So I think it's time for us to go and get our favourite cuddly toy or cuddle up next to one of your favourite people as we lie down on the floor and we sing our bye-bye song. Rest now, little ones, it's time we laid our heads. No more bending, lying down instead. We've celebrated World Oceans Day today. We've thought of lots of ways to keep the ocean safe on the way. We're down on our floors, all cozy and warm. Now we're relaxing, safe from harm. Everybody say, as up we come and sit now, everybody. Let's have a big stretch with our arms as we catch the energy from the sun, the happiness, the love of the world around us. Let's say Namaste. As I love you all and you love all of us and all the amazing things, people and beings in the whole wide world. Thank you very much for joining me with our WOCY Family Breaks with preschoolers, where we've celebrated World Oceans Day. Bye everyone. See you soon.